So we're just here in the first set of the men's final at Wimbledon on the 14th of July between Alcaraz and Djokovic. It looks like Alcaraz, is going to take this with the two breaks on Djokovic's serve. So we're currently at 40-30. Now we'll be looking to back Djokovic in the second set. We'll take a little look at the stats. 3 aces each, which is not bad. Just one double fault from Djokovic. First serve percentage, 61 versus 65, which is not too bad. First service points, 1. There's not a hell of a lot in it. Bit low on Djokovic's side from 55%. 8 winners, 9 unforced errors. So Djokovic really, considering he has been broken twice, is not looking too bad. So we're looking to lay Alcaraz in the second set, expecting a bit of a comeback from Djokovic. I would have preferred it the other way around because I can see Alcaraz taking this final. I do think he has had the better stats throughout the tournament and I can see him beating him. So I'll just back 1 point stake on Djokovic and lay a 1 point stake on Alcaraz. Not great pricing here at 1.43. That's to be expected with two obviously closely matched players. I didn't expect to reach our landing zone of 1.25, so it is stretching the usual rule of the sub 1.25 lay. But hopefully we can get a nice bit of movement. So we started around sort of 2.4. So hopefully if we can serve off the trade off the serves, we should reach that again and about sort of 1.75-ish. So I'd like to see Alcaraz's price get back to that. And hopefully we get the break of serve on Alcaraz's service. Let's have another look at these stats. So 42% of total points won is well within my threshold for trading the second set. And we do often see Djokovic come back from these first set losses. And I'd like to see him come back and hopefully the whole match go into 5 sets. Hopefully we'll have an opportunity to trade in the later sets. So not an ideal start with Djokovic going love 15 down, but love 15 is not a problem. If he does go to love 30, then I will be hedging out. And then of course I will look to re-enter if it goes to 30 all or deuce. Hopefully Djokovic can come back from this. No, he can't. We're love 30, so I'll just hedge out of that with not too bad a loss at all. £140 on that sort of staking. That's not a bad loss, and I'm pretty happy to take that actually, to be honest. We didn't get too much price movement there. Obviously the market has a fair bit of confidence in Djokovic. It just took a little bit of time to match. As I said, if he goes to 30 all, I will look to re-enter, possibly at deuce. So we've got 15-30. Hedging out at love 30 obviously saves you from a much bigger loss than if you hedge out a game. Let's just see if he can come back to 30 all. If he comes back to 30 all, we'll look to re-enter because of course we're still very early on in this first set and of course the match. I do expect this to go into 5 sets, but let's see how this second set plays out. So Djokovic has just been broken on his first service game of the second set, so I haven't re-entered any trades here, and I won't look to re-enter until Alcaraz either confirms the break or is broken back. Now I will look to recoup this early loss, so it's quite a small loss, I'm quite happy with that. On Djokovic's next service game, so let's see how Alcaraz does here, if he can confirm the break or if we get the break back. Now, it's not being overly straightforward for Alcaraz to confirm this break. It looks like he may well take it here. It's currently advantage to Alcaraz, but Djokovic has challenged him, which is a good sign and a good omen. There we go. And we've got the confirmation of the break. So I'm going to re-enter those trades. 1 point back on Djokovic and a 1 point lay on Alcaraz. Now the plan will be here to recoup a little bit of this early loss and hopefully go into the green, but this all depends on the price movement. We've got 1.25 and 4.9 on Djokovic. If he can get the break back, then we've got a nice swing and a nice scope to get a bit of profit, but we do need to see a strong performance from him so the market has confidence in him and get this price moving down. The idea is going to be we're going to chip away at the liability that we have. So if Djokovic can hold this second service game of the second set, I will just reduce the liability down to lock in. I was going to say lock in the profit. It's not. We're just trying to reduce this loss. But at 40.30, we haven't seen much price movement. We entered at 5. We've got down to 4.6. This hasn't moved at all. So I just put the liability that I put in there just to close off that side. And we're just going to reduce this down as well. So we only got 4.9 to 4.7. I was expecting quite a bigger price movement there, to be honest, for the second set, which suggests that the market has got more confidence in Alcaraz. So the confidence of the market has sort of shifted. The pendulum has shifted, if you like. We'll just amend that. It has moved down. So yeah, not much price movement at all. We've just reduced the overall loss very slightly there. Let's see what happens. If we can get the break back, then we're going to be back on par, and I'll look to get back involved with more profit on Djokovic. Let's see what Alcaraz can do in this second service game of the second set. So 40-15 to Alcaraz, and he's sort of breezing through the service game, which is not a good omen for us wanting to see a break back from Djokovic. And there we go, we've got another hold from Alcaraz. So I'm going to re-enter these trades, hopefully get a bit more price movement. Price has moved higher than before. We're at 5.4 now. So hopefully that means there's going to be more scope for a swing. We're going to lock in some profit after the service game if he can hold, and then chase the break back on Alcaraz's serve. But it'd be interesting to see what the price movement is here. If we're not getting the price movement shifting much at all, then I will look to reduce the liability right down and just try and chase a break back. There's no point having loads of money sat in the market if we're not getting that price movement. So just play around with these figures. You can see, as I say in my other videos, it's good to play around with all these figures and see what Fairbot comes up with, and you can see what side the money is on. So we've just gone to love 30. So I'm actually going to jump on as a slight movement in price there. So at love 30, bearing in mind Djokovic has been a bit dodgy in this second set, I'm going to just play it safe. We'll just close off some of that lay side, just to try and jump on that price. Better to lock in a little bit again, just to chip away at this early loss. This is an ultra cautious approach, but of course we're a breakdown, so it's important to be more cautious. So it's gone 40 love, so he's looking much better in this one. We're still not getting a huge amount more price movement, currently at 5 on Djokovic. Would be nice to see him hold this cleanly, and we'll leave some money in the market to then chase a break. There we go, he's got the second service hold, so it's looking a lot better. So just chip a little bit away on Djokovic's side, leaving some money in the market. Just make sure that gets matched. That one hasn't actually got matched. That's what happens when you try and talk and trade at the same time. So we've got a little bit of price movement there, but not much at all. We only got 5.4 to 5. Managed to get matched at 5.1. So we're now at 3-2. So what the plan is going to be here is, if we don't get the break, there's no point in leaving money in the market to chase that late break. If we don't get the break here, I will look to exit the trades when Djokovic next serves, or when he hopefully holds. So the risk versus reward sort of pendulum, the scales are not totally balanced here in this second set. Hopefully Djokovic picks up his game, and we can get some more trading in the later sets. But let's see, it can all change now. if we get the break back on Alcaraz's serve. So it's really not looking like we're going to get this break back. And to be fair, Alcaraz is looking pretty on form here. So what I would look to do, so he's got that. Let's just have a look at the pricing here. Obviously, the market's got a lot of confidence in Alcaraz. I'm hoping Djokovic is just going to hold here, in which case I will hedge out and take the loss on his hold. I do it after he's held to obviously get much better pricing. If he's broken or goes, looks like he's going to be broken, then I'll hedge out and take the loss. It'll be interesting to see what the price movement will be. If he does get broken, if he holds, I'm not expecting much price movement, hence why I'm not entering any more trades at the moment. Okay, so that is the second break on Djokovic's serve, so I'm hedging out and just taking the loss. I'm not going to look to enter any more trades in the second set. Hopefully Djokovic does come back in the next one, to then hopefully we can get involved in the fourth. But I've got to be honest, the market still has a fair bit of confidence in Djokovic, hence why that loss isn't much bigger. Now, this is the benefits of having a risk-averse approach. Now, bear in mind my staking, £500 a point. We're losing £280. We're not losing, we're down at £280. Hopefully we can get this back. But it's all part of trading. And I'm going to publish this video. It's good to show losses as well as wins. And of course you can see how my risk-averse strategies minimize these losses. You know, if you were a bit more gung-ho, this could have been a much bigger loss. And I can guarantee, I put money on it, that there are a lot of people out there who had a much more risky strategy in the second set, putting more money on Djokovic and having a much bigger loss. So this is a very, very small loss considering my staking plan. But no major harm done, and let's hope we can get involved later on in this match. Now, if you found this video useful, then please do check out my YouTube channel for loads more videos and subscribe to be notified of when I upload new videos. And if you'd like to become a successful tennis trader, then you can start your journey by enrolling on my free video course, An Introduction into Tennis Trading, at protennistrader.com. And you can also grab a free copy of my ebook, Tennis Trading, the Ultimate Guide to Getting Started. I'll see you soon.